I could not help but appreciate the collection of smuggled artifacts in your storeroom. You have rather diversified your business.
Oh, high and mighty of you, Mr. Holmes. Not all smuggling is immoral. I pay generous rates to developing cultures and spread their culture to eager buyers.
Of course, of course.
And furthermore, I supply many immigrants with a taste of home.
A very convenient way of thinking.
I have traveled wildly, Mr. Holmes. I've seen people in far-flung lands for whom my services are a lifeline. Without them, they would starve. The tax on cargo is often so absurd that it would be more profitable to simply sink your ship than dock it in the harbor. And trust me, I am speaking from experience.
Why did you send your man to remove the woman from the camp?
Without a photograph, her testimony was the next best thing. Securing her was in everyone's interest. Victims and witnesses all too often disappear. I thought the girl was safer with us. I did not anticipate what would happen at the camp.
Honest mistake, of course, of course.
I saw refugees from the camp at your warehouse. They work for you.
I have made certain arrangements with City Hall and the police. Thanks to me, refugees can work and be paid. It's a pathway to freedom.
And how much do you save by capitalizing on their cheap labor?
I have heard no complaints. They seem happy just to get out of that slum.
Well, they were until, you know, kinda did bad things to the lady.
Why should I give you the photograph?
Just name your price.
What if my price were not money? You claim to have connections, Mr. Bernadotte. Perhaps you could improve conditions for the refugees. Give them a chance for a better life.
Ha! I do have connections, Mr. Holmes, but help the whole camp? You are asking too much. I could, however, make arrangements for one person. The woman who was violated will have her own home outside the camp, solely for her and her child. She will no longer be a refugee, but a princess. That I can guarantee.
Is that really possible?
It will be neither fast nor easy, but I can do it. She deserves it, don't you agree? And as for her abuser, he will serve me, as much as he deserves.
So in your plan, everybody will be given their due. Especially you, Mr. Bernadotte.
Seems like a fair deal, no? I doubt.
Yeah, I
anyone could
don't
offer
do
you
deals
better.
with the devil.
Simply give me the photograph, and the world becomes a better place. I give you my word.
Fuck no. Suck my dick. Wait, I can use this. Key evidence collected. Use it with whom? What? Victim of a violation. System sufferers. Interesting. Interesting. Bernadotte wants to gather proof of the envoy's crimes in order to blackmail him. The envoy can be neither trusted nor forgiven for what he did. Yeah, I'm going for that one, fuck you. What about this one?
I am positive our deal will benefit everyone.
Sure. Well, I can use this to make a deal with him, I guess. Well, sorry, bro.
The front door's now open, sir. You can leave through it. If you want, of course.
Thank you. You're a babe. Well, let's go meet the envoy and tell him he's been a bad boy. And he's about to be punished for his crimes. I just remember where he was. Mr. Envoy, I would like to see you behind bars.
Treasure maps from the governor. Find 8 and come back for more.
Where the fuck am I? Mr. Envoy, the Queen would like to have a little chat with you. Nobody does the archive. Deputy Chief. There we go, British Envoy.
Have you?
Not yet.
Oh wait. How do I? Oh, I have to give it to what's his face. Right, here we go, back to the gallery. With Mr. Volk or whatever.
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
Oh, I have. Why is this guy giving me like final boss energy? What the fuck?
I've brought news, but not all of it will please you.
Fill me in, Mr. Holmes. I won't shoot the messenger.
I tracked down Boniface Mercurio.
I presume he wasn't delighted about the situation.
He
Wasn't.
was not having a good day on account of his murder. Killed in his own flat by the same person that stole his painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio. Perishing in the pursuit of his art. How apt. I will miss his exceptional sense of humor.
Don't worry, the
I
thief is
located the
dead
thief,
as
but
well.
found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting too.
Huh, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not responsible.
It was an accident at the refugee camp. He impaled himself on his own knife.
Life is nothing if not cruel and capricious. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
About that.
I found the painting, but I could not retrieve it.
Well then, where is it?
In Bernadotti's office.
Bernadotti? That shady businessman? Why would he steal it from me?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him yourself.
I take it you found something more then.
Yup.
I found the source of Mercurio's artistic inspiration. A photograph. What troubled me was that the sexual act captured was non-consensual.
She was violated? Dear God, how despicable.
Her abuser was in fact the British envoy. Mercurio took a picture of him committing the atrocity and then used it as artistic inspiration.
I had no idea a mere break-in would eventually expose such barbarity.
Mr. Vogel, I want you to make everything public, including the photograph. I'm sure you have a connection at the Cordona Chronicle.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Loyal to your own truth till the end. Yes, I'm acquainted with the staff of the Chronicle. The story is sensational, and will surely draw attention to the gallery. But you must be aware that exposing the scandal will further hurt the victim. Does that not bother you?
No matter what one does, the truth tends to come out, as well it should. I won't be the one to stand in its way.
Though it's only your subjective truth being exposed. Not that I'm judging. It's perfectly reasonable for everyone to have their own views.
When you called me, you knew exactly what you would get.
Oh, but I'm not like you, Mr. Holmes. I cannot be sure of anything. Regardless, I must thank you, for art's sake. Well, now that we've resolved all of our outstanding matters, I have a gift for you. I took the liberty of having it delivered to Stonewood Manor. I am told it belonged to your mother.
What is it?
And what exactly have you sent me?
Frankly, I'm not sure how to answer that. I trust you'll know.
About me, Mom.
Previously, you mentioned there may have been more to my mother's passing than consumption. It appears you were right.
Oh dear. I'd hoped to be wrong.
She was unstable, mentally unwell. She required sustained specialized treatment, but her madness persisted.
I knew that Violet had disappeared from the public eye, but had no idea of her suffering. I cannot imagine what you're feeling.
I'm fine. Thank you, Mr.
I'm
Vogel.
okie dokie.
I am curious to see what you have procured.
See ya, bitch. Thanks for the money. Case complete. Everybody got screwed over by an autistic investigator. I should go back home. Package from Virgil. Where was my home? Right, back home. Hey, it's that guy again.
Do exercise some restraint, Mr. Holmes. Find the who's and we'll handle the whys.
The whys. What the fuck is this? A giant box? What the fuck? A mermaid?
It's a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
That's great, thanks. That's fucked up. What the fuck?
Did you just remember something?
Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock.
Yes.
So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft,
It's me,
what
bro.
are you doing here? Get out of my house.
Give me some
It's
skin,
my
bro.
house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable.
She
never
was
had
ill.
tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare you?
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Oh
Just
yeah?
tell me
He's gonna make
everything.
me.
I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London,
You have
I
a
was
scar
able to
booger.
support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip.
You
You
tell.
like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental. Because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
Sure, you personally came for me, but you know, fuck you. It was my mom, okay? I loved me mom. John, come on, we're living. Mama's love. Right, what are we... We're looking for a thingy.
Home sweet home, Sherry.
Sure. Cute cat. Cute cat. Cute cat. Whoops. Have we been here? Yep. Have we been here? Nope. Pum, pum, pum. What are we looking for? Maybe this door.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
I can feel it. Feel it. There's another one.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
I can smell it. So 2 doors left. Wood straight smooth.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into
Perfect
training swords.
sticks.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall.
Something huge. The fuck is this? Come on. Female fishtail
There's
mysterious.
a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible. It must have been something else.
No way. Dry skeleton rock.
Oh, of course. That mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
Someone else. Who's this? Family, female,
It
Mima.
was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You
It's
were really
spooky and I don't like it.
concentrating and holding something in your hand.
Watch holding, Sonny. 2 glass
I
observation.
inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of 2 different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us.
Yeah, and they smashed the thing. Loud
The
worker.
workers took the artifact and placed it into the cabinet of curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Is it this one? Yay! Curious and curiouser.
Ah, yes. My mother's studio. She was an authenticator, and this was her cabinet of curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
Sure. Cool bear.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. Thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
Hardly noticeable. You can't even see it. Cozy blanket. It's
I
blanky.
remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves
Wigwam?
as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
What the fuck is this? See that? Weird. John, don't touch anything. What the hell is this? A 3-eyed scuba diving gear. Right. A letter. Please accept my deepest gratitude for your recent help with that personal matter. I shudder to think what may have happened were it not for your keen eye and sharp mind. Rest assured, should our paths cross once again, you'll be greeted by a grateful friend. Judge McDougal. That name sounds familiar. McDougal.
So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand.
And what's this one?
Officer Luciano J. Placido.
Placido.
Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting.
Old reliable. What's in here?
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Oh, Sherry.
Interesting. Interesting.
Carefully opened.
Carefully open.
Dated 24th of April, 1869.
69. The Cordon City Hall writes to inform you that the trial of Dr. Otto Richter in the death of Mrs. Violet Holmes has been assigned to His Honor Judge McDougal. Your application for a closed hearing has been granted. You are hereby informed that the prosecution has called you as a primary witness at the trial of Dr. Richter. You must present yourself at the criminal court of Cordona on the dates listed on the thingies. Interesting. So they sued the doctor because my ma died.
1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire. This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake.
It looks like the same photo from that dude's desk. That Cthulhu? What's this?
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man.
Damn. Idiots.
And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets.
Idiot. Everybody knows that. A note thingy. Mrs. Holmes is a patient of considerable interest and an ideal test subject to explore some of my theories. What? I will attempt to repeatedly immerse her in the traumatic situation that precipitated her mental illness. It's my belief that revealing that moment may give her mind a chance to embrace what happened, accept it, and officially cure itself. I'm confident in my hypothesis and merely need to prove it. In addition, it is fortuitous to be around the broader Holmes family. Perhaps I will be able to also examine the heredity of psychological traits, be they competencies or disorders. It is already apparent that all family members share uncommonly high intelligence. It appears that the mother's condition has been to affect the mind of the youngest boy Sherlock, or begun to affect. While I cannot conduct a proper medical examination due to the protectiveness of the older son, it seems that the boy suffers ongoing hallucinations in the form of imaginary friend Jean.